Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to your new favorite place on the internet. My name is Bella, and today is the last day of Bookmiss. Today is day 12 of uploading a video every single day for the first 12 days of December. This has been such an experience. I've never really lived through something like this. These past couple of days, these past 12 days have been such a whirlwind of emotions, both good and bad. And honestly, after this, I feel like I just need to retire for like a couple of weeks at least. But that's probably not going to happen because I still have so many things that I want to show you guys before the year ends. But before we can get into all of those other ideas, I just wanted to welcome you all to the very last day of Bookmiss. Today is going to be a very special kind of episode because we're going to be spending some good old time with our Santa bowl. This little guy has been with us since day one. Thanks to you guys, this bowl is full of reading challenges, both really fun and sometimes extremely unhinged, but all of them have just been such a great way of spending Bookmiss and just challenging myself to finish my December TBR truly, because let me show you all of the books on my December TBR, at least the ones that I still haven't finished. So these are the books that I have left in my December TBR. We have Se Tiene que Morir Mucha Gente, Good Spirits, The Three Musketeers, Madonna in a Fur Coat, and We Could Be So Good. So I thought, before I told you guys what reading challenges we're going to be doing today, let me just give you an update on all of my reads so that you know, so that we're both on the same page and you know what book I'm closest to finishing, how I'm feeling about these books, etc. And We Could Be So Good, I'm currently on page 202, which is the end of chapter 13. And I think I'm like halfway through. I think this is definitely the halfway point of We Could Be So Good. I'm really enjoying this. I don't think I'm loving this more than You Should Be So Lucky, which is actually the first book that I read for Bookmiss, but it's still so enjoyable and I'm loving getting to know these characters and spending time with them, so I can't wait to see where this story is going to go. We also have Madonna in a Fur Coat, and even though I've only read the first 28 pages, I'm still really enjoying it. Like, I already know I'm going to be obsessed with the writing, and even though it's so short, you guys know how I feel about short books at this point. Like, I just know this is going to hit me where it hurts the most, and I can't wait. So I'm really hoping that I get to read Madonna in today's reading challenges because I just really want to spend time with that book. And then of course, the book that has taken up the bulk of Bookmiss is The Three Musketeers, because apparently a lot of you wanted to see me read The Three Musketeers, and I have been sharing every single step of my reading journey. I've been telling you when I've been loving it, when I've been hating it, when I've been bored by it, and so far I've made it up to here. Look at this. This is literally over the halfway point, which is very exciting because I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to read this before the year ended. So Bookmiss was truly the best tactic. The reading challenges that you guys sent were truly the best ones for me to read The Three Musketeers and actually get closer to my goal of reading this before 2025 ends, because I'm currently on page 343 and this has a total of 555 pages. So I'm still missing a handful of pages for sure, maybe a little bit more than a handful, but I am so close to the end. So these next two books I still haven't started, and the first one is Good Spirits, written by B.K. Borson. This is my Patreon December buddy read, so the only reason I haven't started it is because I need to do an exclusive vlog for it, so I can't really start it for Bookmiss, but this is literally the book that I was most excited to read from my December TBR, so I'm anxiously waiting the day in which I can finally start Good Spirits because I know I'm going to love it, okay? It's like a Christmas Carol retelling, it's B.K. Borson, like that's all I need to know that I'm going to have the time of my life. And then the last book on my December TBR is Se Tiene que Morir Mucha Gente, written by Victoria Martin. So this one was a book that my boyfriend got for me for my August TBR, and I still haven't gotten around to it. And when the spinning wheel in my December TBR video chose this book, I was like, okay, it's meant to be. I finally have to get around to reading this book before the year ends. Because, you know, I want to make my boyfriend proud. So those are all of the books that I still have to read in the month of December. And today we're going to try our best to read some books and make some progress because we definitely have you know, we have books that we need to read, obviously. I thought since today is a very special day, instead of just picking out 1 or 2 reading challenges, we could do 5 different reading challenges. And these are challenges that I feel like, you know, could really help me get through the books that I want to, and also just kind of motivate me to read, because I am not in a reading mood, unfortunately. I think that I've been reading so much the last couple of days that my mind and my body are just like, girl, can you please give us a break? So I really need reading challenges to help me, or to like push me to actually pick up books today. The first challenge that we're going to be working with today is read the shortest book in your December TBR. The shortest book in my December TBR is Madonna in a Fur Coat, because this only has, give me a second, this only has 168 pages. That is so entirely doable. It's only like reading 140 pages. I don't know if I want to finish the entire book today, because it doesn't feel like one of those books that you can just binge read. It's more so one of those books that you want to dedicate your time to, and that you want to spend hours and maybe even days with. So I don't want to rush through this one, but I finally have an excuse to read Madonna, and I am so happy. The next challenge that I have chosen for today's Bookmiss video is finish your water bottle during a reading session. Now, this one is pivotal for my survival, because these past couple of days, honestly, these past couple of months, I've been so bad with my water intake. I used to drink like 80 ounces every single day, but now I'm lucky if I even reach 20 ounces. So I really need this as a friendly reminder to hydrate myself before I dehydrate. Next up, we have finish the book you're currently reading. So as you guys saw, I'm currently reading 3 books. I cannot finish The Three Musketeers today. That's just impossible. I'm not going to read over 200 pages of a classic in one day. That's just not healthy. It's just really not. So I think that the only possible choice for this prompt is to finish We Could Be So Good. Even though I'm literally only halfway through, like I'm missing a couple of hundreds of pages, but I still think it's doable. This has a total, okay, maybe it isn't. This has a total of 369 pages, and I'm currently on page 202. So that means I'm missing 167 pages. I think that's not the voice crack. I think that's doable. Maybe it's going to, you know, it's going to take some time for sure, absolutely, but I still think it's doable. So this is the book that I'm going to be finishing today, We Could Be So Good by Cat Sebastian, of course. The next reading challenge, I can't believe I'm mixing so many reading challenges, but it's Bookmiss Day 12, okay? We need to keep things interesting. The next reading challenge is read cozied up in bed. At least for some of my reading today, I'm going to be doing it in bed, because honestly, I'm already doing way too much by getting out of it. So I think as a reward, I can cozy up in bed with a book and spend a couple of hours just basking in the joy of being in bed and reading a good book and having the time of my life. The last reading challenge that I'm going to be attempting to do is read the highest rated book on your TBR. So for this, I'm going to need the help of Goodreads, because I obviously don't know their Goodreads ratings from the top of my head. So let me see here. Se Tiene Que Morir Mucha Gente has an average rating of 3.39 stars. I think this is going to be the lowest rated one, actually, because I think all of the others have a 4-star, but let's see. Good Spirits has a 4.13 average rating. I'm not surprised. It's BK Borison, okay? Anything below a 4 is a lie. Madonna in a Fur Coat is 4.35. I think that's the highest. I think, yeah, no other book is... Watch The Three Musketeers be higher than 4.35. I would actually deactivate. I don't want to read The Three Musketeers today. It's going to finish me off, absolutely. If I pick The Three Musketeers, if The Three Musketeers has the highest rating, I am literally going to cry. We Could Be So Good has a 4.26, and The Three Musketeers has a 4.10. Yes, we are free from the shackles of the Three Musketeers. I mean, I say shackles in a joking way, you know? I don't feel imprisoned by this book, but I really did not want to read it today, so I am so happy that I'm not going to have to read the Three Musketeers today. I have another chance. I have another challenge that is forcing me, entre comillas, forcing me to read Madonna in a fur coat today. This is a win. This is a win. This is a win. I am so happy at this turn of events. I'm basically going to be spending my day reading these two books today. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Now that we know all of our reading challenges, now that we know what books we're going to be reading today, let's get this started. Welcome to Bookmiss Day 12. We've got a lot of reading challenges ahead of us, so sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's go read. Okay, first challenge of the day is complete. I have just finished reading? No, I've just finished drinking my entire water bottle. In case you were wondering, this has 40 ounces. I can't remember the last time that I finished one of these in a single day. I used to drink 2 of these every single day, but I haven't been taking care of myself. So this challenge was it was very helpful, and I'm definitely going to be refilling. Like, this is not the only amount of water that I'm going to be drinking today. I did drink all of my water while I was doing some reading sprints with my Patreons, and I was also reading We Could Be So Good by Cat Sebastian. Oh my goodness, this has gotten so good. You don't understand. Like, the last time that I talked to you guys, I was in page 202, and now I'm in page 209. I literally could not put this book down. It's just so good and it's so refreshing. And these characters, like Andy, is such a sweetheart. He is such a cinnamon roll. I wish I could just like bundle him up in a bunch of blankets and hug him until I want to. And it's just been such a lovely experience to read We Could Be So Good. So I'm definitely a lot closer to finishing We Could Be So Good. I'm going to be probably finishing it before 3 p.m. It's currently 2:17 in the afternoon, and I'm really excited to finish We Could Be So Good. Since I wrapped up some reading sprints with my Patreons, I'm going to clean up my area a little bit, and then maybe I'm gonna move to my bed because I just want to I really want to cozy up in bed. I feel like I need it. My soul needs it. So I think that that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, and also I need to tidy up a couple books that I have just like scattered around here on my table, because these are the books that I wanted to talk to you guys about for yesterday's Bookmiss video, which is basically the best books of 2025. It's all of the books that I gave 5 out of 5 stars to in 2025. So I still need to put them back in their place, and I definitely need to do that because I don't want to have a messy space, because as I always say, a messy space is a messy mind. So those are the two things that we're going to be doing before we can cozy up in bed. I hope that you're enjoying the video so far, and let's get back to it. It is currently about to be 3:30 in the afternoon, and I've just finished reading We Could Be So Good by Cat Sebastian. This was such a lovely experience. I loved getting to know these characters. I loved getting to spend time with them. The character development that both Nick and Andy have is so beautiful to see. Andy's gay awakening is it's incredible, it's funny, it's heartwarming, and Nick starting to accept the fact that somebody loves him for who he is and that he doesn't actually have to hide who he truly is. Reading this book felt like being wrapped up in the best hug, like one of the most gentle, one of the most comforting hugs known to mankind. And I just loved spending time with this book. I didn't enjoy it as much as You Should Be So Lucky, because You Should Be So Lucky ended up being a 5 out of 5 star, and this one was a very solid 4 star. I still love Cat Sebastian's writing. I think that she knows how to perfectly balance humor with serious topics, and she knows how to weave them together in a way that makes sense and doesn't really weaken the serious topics, but it also just makes it easier to handle and easier to read. And also it just makes the experience a lot more fun when your characters know how to banter and when they know how to be funny and when they know when to be serious and when to be comedic and when to be lighthearted. And I love that this book is just like a mixture of those funny moments, but also some really serious topics being discussed, like homophobia and the fact that people had to hide in the 1950s. I want to say, late 1950s, New York City. It was a hostile place to be if you were gay or lesbian or just part of the LGBTQ plus community. And I love how Cat Sebastian manages to showcase that culture and that, how society was back then. So it was so good. It was so good. I'm so happy that I could finish this book with you guys so that you could hear my final review. And now that I've finished We Could Be So Good, I am so excited over the fact that I can spend time with Madonna in a fur coat. Please focus. I'm trying to share something good with you here. I'm going to finally continue reading Madonna in a Fur Coat. So one of the challenges was to read the shortest book and also the highest rated book on my TBR, which Madonna in the Fur Coat is both of those. So I don't really want to finish it today because of what I said at the beginning of this book feels just like the type of book that you don't want to rush through. So I'm going to read for maybe 1 more hour or like 1 or 2 more hours. Maybe I'll read until 5 p.m. and I'll see how much progress I've made. I'll definitely be updating you guys. But for now, I'm just going to keep on reading because this is exactly what my soul needed. I just need to be surrounded by good stories, good characters, good people that remind me about the good things in life. So yes, now we're starting or restarting Madonna in a Fur Coat. I am so excited. Okay, and yes, let's go. I have been sitting here for the better part of 2 hours, I want to say, and I have just been spending my time reading Madonna in a fur coat. Oh my goodness, just listen to this quote. This was how life should be lived, attuned to nature, its every flutter and sway, while time moves inexorably forward, rejoicing in every moment, finding a lifetime in each and every one, in the knowledge that these moments were revealing themselves to me as to no other. Never forgetting that there existed another with whom I could share all my thoughts. I just had to wait. What could be more uplifting than this? Oh my goodness, you don't understand. Like, I am loving Madonna in a fur coat. I started in page 29, 28, and I've made it to page 86. And honestly, I feel like I would have reached the 100-page mark if I wasn't annotating as much as I am. But at this point, I'm literally annotating every single page. Like, there comes a point where the beauty of the writing style and the story and the characters and the inner world of Rife, which is our main character, like who is the person that wrote the journal that we are now currently reading, his inner life is so abundant and it's so heartbreaking, but it's also so deeply relatable because this is a man that is so lonely. He's never had a companion in his life. He's always felt alone ever since he was a little boy. He lives most of his life in his daydreams, and he always finds that his imagination is 10 times better than his reality. So why would he make the effort of being in a society that he never feels quite comfortable in and that he always feels like he shouldn't be a part of? He meets this woman. Well, actually, he first sees this painting of this Madonna in a fur coat, and he's just like, whoa, I kind of feel like she would understand me if she existed in real life. And then suddenly he does meet her in real life, and they start this friendship that is so tender and gentle and beautiful. And after seeing her in the painting, he built up this idea of her in his head. For some reason, she's also like really enamored by him, but like in a friendly, sisterly kind of way, maybe even motherly kind of way. Folks, the writing is so beautiful, and it's just so heartbreaking. It honestly is so heartbreaking. And I feel like it's only going to get worse from here because we already know how it ends. We already know that they don't end up together. We literally figure this out in the first 15 pages of the book, so that's not a spoiler. The fact that I know that does not stop me from falling in love with their relationship and with this bond that they're creating between each other. And it's just like, don't, okay? Like, I am not shocked by how much I am loving Madonna in a fur coat. This was sent to me by Mairead, and Mairead's reading tastes are so close to mine. All of the books that she's loved and that she's sent my way, I have also loved. And it's just like, this writing, these characters, the prose, everything about it is so beautiful, and it hurts, okay? This book hurts, but I'm just loving this. I'm loving this. So anyways, I did say that I was going to read until 5 p.m. and that's because, unfortunately, I do have a job and I do need to get some work done. Like, I wish I could spend my entire day just reading Madonna because I could for sure finish this today. I'm not even trying to speed through it. It's just that it's the kind of book that you want to devour. It's the kind of book that you want to spend as much time as possible with. But unfortunately, I do need to stop so that I can get some work done. But that does mean that I have completed every single reading challenge that I picked out today. I read 60 pages of the shortest book on my TBR, and this was also the highest rated book on my TBR, so 2 birds with 1 stone. I also read Cozied Up in Bed. I eventually got out of it because I'm just not used to being in bed by 3 p.m. So yeah, after I finished We Could Be So Good, I was like, okay, let's move locations, and that's why I'm here now. And honestly, it's so cozy to read in this chair because I have the window right here. I'm listening to the birds. The wind is coming in. It's just like a very peaceful reading experience, and I think I'm going to be using this chair a lot more now. I mean, I used it in the past, but since I got so used to just reading on my bed or during the reading sprints in my desk, you know, I kind of forget that the chair is an option, but I think I'm going to be bringing it back. And then the other reading challenge what was it? Oh, was to finish a book today. I finished We Could Be So Good, and to also finish my water bottle during a reading session. And this one is like a tiny bit full, but this is actually my second bottle of the day. So to go from drinking at most 20 ounces a day to now go to nearly 80 ounces, honestly, I don't think I would have done it if it weren't for the reading challenge. So whoever sent that reading challenge, or whoever sent that challenge, period, thank you so much for looking out for me and for helping me take care of myself. I really appreciate it. Since I do need to get some work done, I believe, oh God, I don't even want to say it. I think this brings Bookmiss Day 12 to a close. I know, I'm so sorry. I can't believe Bookmiss is done. I can't believe I've been uploading a video every single day for the past 12 days. That feels insane to me. It just como que no me cabe en la cabeza that I did that. I want to look back on Bookmiss and not focus maybe on all of the sleepless nights that I had to survive through, or focus on all the stress and anxiety that I felt during these last 12 days. I really don't want to focus on that. When I look back at this period of my life, I want to focus on all of the people that were watching and all of the people that found true comfort in these videos and that used these videos for company when they needed it the most. Yeah, I want to focus on that. I want to focus on the people that maybe I helped with these videos, whether it be through book recommendations or just by bringing a little happiness and comfort into your life. I also want to focus on you guys. I want to focus on thanking you for being with me through this entire process and journey. I wouldn't have been able to do this if it weren't for you guys cheering me on in the comments below and letting me know that you're still here and that you're rooting for me and that you're proud of me. It makes me feel so happy to know that you guys can see all of the work that I'm putting into these videos, because I always want to try and give you the best that I can. For these past 12 days, that's what I've been doing. I've just been doing the best that I can. So I really hope that you enjoyed Bookmiss. I can't believe we're saying a past tense already. It's such a crazy feeling because it genuinely feels like I started it a couple of days ago, not 12 days ago, maybe like 5 or 4. What do you mean I've been doing this for 12 days? I just want to focus on the gratitude that I feel for you guys and everything that I've learned during this process and this experience. All of the memories that I'm going to be taking with me. I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone by doing over 12 challenges in less than 2 weeks. Like, this is honestly one of the craziest things that I've done. But I feel like I read some really incredible books. I spent some really nice days, and I am so happy that I was able to share them with you guys. So again, I just really hope that you enjoyed Bookmiss, and hopefully for the rest of December, we can spend some comfortable, cozy, joyful days together. Thank you so much I think Madonna in a fur coat made me extra emotional, just because, as I was mentioning, Raif, our main character, he is such a sentimental and emotional person, and his inner life is so rich, and he is so shy. He's just like me, for real. I really adore you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for giving me the energy that I needed to continue every single day. Bookmiss is definitely not for the faint of heart, but thanks to you guys, I was able to get it done. I was able to complete the 12 days of Bookmiss, and I will forever be eternally grateful to you guys for being a part of it. So Bookmiss is over, and I guess all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I also have a Patreon. Oh wait, I forgot what I say. I've been saying it for the past 12 days and now I suddenly forgot. I also have a Patreon where I post exclusive content. I host readathons, reading sprints, and a monthly book club. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I would love to have you join my community. I feel like we always have so much fun with the reading sprints, and it's always just so nice to have someone there. You may not be doing the same things, like maybe I'll be reading a book and you'll be cleaning your room or getting your chores done, but we're still doing it together in a sense, and that's such a comforting thought. So I would love to have you join. If you can, if you're interested, the link is down below as always. I don't want to stop the clip, because after I stop the clip, that means Bookmiss is over. Oh my god. I'll see you. I can't even say I'll see you tomorrow because I won't, but I love you and I adore you, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice, keep going.